Hello. How we doing, chat? Hello, hello. How are we? We are cat shimming today. It's been a while, but also not really. Like, there's been so much happening behind the scenes. Which means that I stopped playing for a little bit. And me stopping playing catch up for a little bit feels like a while, because I've been so obsessed with the server. Um There was Fire Song. It is a good song. Yes. Ketchum has changed ownership from Dash to Kaiko, and I'm helping a little bit. I may be involved in the behind the scenes a little bit. Hence you'll see something about my map that looks just wrong. I will explain when we actually jump into the server. But yeah, there is a reason for that. But I'm excited. I need to get my gym built. Like, if this server's getting active again, we need to lock the fuck in. So, without further ado, let's go. Yeah. While I was talking about my map, basically, is it gonna load? Okay, hello. It's not doing it. Is it because I'm on like this layer and I've loaded like down? I don't know. Here we go. Um, Basically, we realized that everybody's maps got like wiped in the server change, and I was gonna fill in like a big radius and then send it to everybody. Except I ran out of time, and that's all I got done. So now I just have a very, very odd looking map, but it's fine. Maybe I'll eventually do that. Obviously off camera because it's just spectator mode flying around. I noticed this. We have imposter grass. No. No. Oh, the biome change. No. Also, the whole thing's done. Also, well, not quite. This is what we're doing today, but big dirt platform. Big dirt platform. It is only one block thick. I did not have the time or patience to do more than that. But what we're gonna do today, I think, is terraform around the edges of this big dirt platform. Because much as I want to get started on the build, I know the second I start building, like the main base, this is never happening. This just isn't getting done. So I'm gonna lock the rest of the build behind a wall of needing to finish terraforming. And I don't think it needs to be anything insane terraforming wise. Like I was thinking of like maybe making this a little like stone cliff edge instead of like a hill. But I don't know. I was more so thinking like this, like if I do like a hill, it's gonna cut into this. And I don't really want it to do that. So I think maybe like a little rocky edge that then just like goes into a, you know, normal looking bit of here. Like this needs to not be quite so square. And then maybe another like little rocky edge along the beach as well. Maybe we follow the natural contours that was like laid out by this. Just to make this look nice. I mean, we don't necessarily need to like fully complete the terraforming. I just want it, like, I want it to look okay. And I'm thinking, yeah, little like a rocky edge here. This side I think can just be hill. I think this side we make like a natural land. I guess the hill, cliff edge is natural land. Then this side we bring that little rock, which I have not prepared for this in any way, shape, or form. So we'll see if I have the materials. One can hope. And I want to try and get at least this, like, the front kind of, like, around there. Because I feel like this side's going to be easier. For this, I need to, like, figure out what I'm doing. And let's see if we have some resources I can snatch. And I don't want to take the resources, though, for the build. Also, I have gym badges now. I am just gonna leave those there for the time being because I don't even know where to put them. But we have gym badges. I think this is all needed. I think. Is this spare? Can't tell, honestly. I can't remember. I think this is spare. I don't see any normal. Oh no, there is normal. Okay, yeah. We're good for blackstone, which I'm gonna use a little bit of. Let me just grab all this. I can put it in my backpack. And then it's actually mainly deep slate I wanted. So we'll see how much we have. It might not be a lot. Most of my deep slate is entrapped in build materials for that. Maybe some basalt. Okay. We don't need a lot, but I also don't think that's gonna be enough. I wanted it mostly deep slate. Only basalt in this one. Singular. Ooh, a little bit more. A little bit more. Rinsing every material I have. Was that one there too? Yep. Wow, I have so many just random, like, 2 blocks of... That's crazy. Okay. We're gonna hope that that's enough. I'm gonna shove some of this in my backpack so my inventory isn't quite so full. I have barely any basalt, which kind of surprises me. Did I just get, like, the perfect amount that I needed? How has this happened? Or did I put it, like, up here? So I know there's more random shit literally everywhere. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This guy's boat never is visible to me, and he's just a glitch machine. I can't go near him. Kaiko saved him from suffocation in the lift floor, and I cannot see the boat at all. Even if I place it, it just doesn't exist for me. It's weird. Is my only food 5 pumpkin soup? Parry not, people, please have food for me. I would be appreciative. I think last time I checked up here there wasn't any. I don't know if any of them have been on. There's the lavender food chest. Oh, there's... Okay, there's some cooked salmon. I'm gonna yoink. I'm also gonna put... Can you cook that in... furnaces? Oof, there's no fuel in the furnace. I was gonna cook it for them. That's fine then. just need some different food to the soups. Okay, let's take a look at this and just like map out where we want this to be. Like, do we want it just to come behind where this currently is? Actually, should mark it out with... mark it out with black stone because it's what I have the most of. I kind of want it to like not follow just the straight line that is that. Make it come out a little bit, I think. And then it will like curve around. I don't know, just like a wave a little bit. I find with these types of things, the more just randomly you place things, the better. So trying to make really natural looking, like, things is notoriously difficult. Let's just, like, curve around this edge. Okay. I think that'll be fine. We can just blend this in. Maybe bring it just a little bit more up. I think that should be okay. Then we could just gradient this, I think. Maybe. Oh no, I think I'm gonna shove it all in Blackstone for now, actually. Just to get the shaping of it in. It's a really small area. Let's just go straight up. Rough blocking first. I don't often build in survival without like a plan that I've made, so we'll see how this goes. But okay, part of me is not so sure about this shape, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, great. I think I just need to like work through it like in stages, because otherwise I'll end up tearing it all down about 17 times before we do anything. We get like one stage looking right, and then we add the next thing, and we just keep working. It's only a small area, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna build along like this instead, I think. Switching tactics. God damn it. Just a little bit out of reach. God, I'm glad I have a little Blackstone now. Wait, I have catch-up specific music. Hold up. Hold up. We could get the vibes. I just click play on the stream playlist without thinking. I could have sworn you could place 4 blocks. Okay, now I can't hear music. To be fair, I don't need to fill in the back ones. The corner blocks. Okay, we're almost there with phase 1. Currently flat wall. I guess this does need to go here. And then maybe connect round. I feel like it's gonna feel a little square. Like that. Let's add in the dirt next. Let's get everything in. Blocked in. I'm very bad at knowing how to make, like, dirt sit on top of cliff edges. Like, this is not something that comes naturally to me. Especially in this case, I feel like that won't look correct. Because the dirt texture is so stark. Huh. Because even with the, like, little grassy bit... What if we made this, like, the rocks come up and almost like a jagged wall around the edge of this? So instead of the dirt coming over the top... Because I don't think there's any, like, moss blocks that would work for this. I don't know. I could take a brief scroll. Resurgent soil. I don't know what this means. There's so many mods. I need like... Yeah, I mean that would work. Nothing is catching my eye. I think we do it like as there's like rocks coming out. Like up here. Something like this. I think we try and cover the pain. Let me put the dirt in first. Boop. It would be kind of cool to have this going on both sides. For the effect. Like, oh, I won't have schematics on this. Then this, like, naturally is quite a bit bigger. I don't really want to mess with the, like, landscaping that's already here currently. I think we just do, like, the cliff edge here and around the back. And then we'll, like, we can always come back in the future and add a little bit more terraforming. If we think it's needed. This music is so chill. It's so nice. I know what I'm doing when I get to that point. Something will happen there. That's for sure. I find it really interesting how you can see the exact, like, border of the two different biomes. That's so interesting how they come together. I'm gonna need far more dirt than this. So at what point does this come down and, like, transition into the rest of the world? Maybe somewhere around here. Guess I can get like one about like that. Something like this. Maybe. It's so stark when the, like, grass isn't grown over. And then we bring these kind of up. Very roughly for now. We can use like walls and stairs and slabs to get a more effective design. I'm trying to keep it like varied and random. So there's some like big rocks, some small ones. I think that looks really cool with like the trees in the background. The little particles coming through them. Obviously this will all be textured and there'll be more dimension in this direction as well. But for now. There's another big one due around here. I'm hoping this isn't on my blackstone. I'm gonna cut it fine on blocks. Without having to go gather more. This like edge at least needs to be covered. So that dirt isn't visible. Past that, maybe around this corner we can like start making them a little less often. I think that's kind of cool. It just needs a lot of detailing. As does everything ever, honestly. This whole place is probably gonna get like a landscape overhaul, like back there and stuff. Once I'm done with the gym, that is. Sorry, little guy. A little bit in the way. Can these things are good? Please. It's want to be incorporated into the build. Oh, there is some dirt not covered. Not what I meant to do. Fine. Me when I make pillars and go, yeah, that'll work for texturing. Well, not texturing, but detailing. Oh god. I know I will get Blackstone back from the texturing process, so we may just have to like beef out this bit and then do the rest when I get the Blackstone back. Okay. It's looking alright. This is not looking alright. This is looking incredibly flat. It's looking very square at the top too. I have no idea what I'm doing with the rest of this river. Maybe if we had a little waterfall down the side, would that be cute? Like the riverbed probably needs changing colors. The little waterfall down here would not hurt, I don't think. I think that would be very nice. Yo. There we go. That's looking a little better. Let me see if I can pull that off, actually. Let me get up here. What does this look like on the map? Kinda cool, but not quite complete. Where would this be to connect up properly? Can I do it like between here? The particles actually work. Okay, it will need some work. It will like need a little bit of like going around it and like making it look right, but yeah, no, I'm not against this at all. This is sick. Oh, is that me out of Blackstone? That's a really unfortunate place to run out of Blackstone. Now it's gonna take down. Ooh, forgot about that fact. Let's just do this for now. Pond. I mean, it's not really a pond given there isn't a solid source of water, but the purple water is just so fun. Yes. Okay, that is moving how I want it to move. Let's get on here and take a step back. I mean, without the texturing, it looks very dumb, but if this was all mud, oh, that needs to happen at some point. And that does need to happen. Mud river. In fact, mud in general would be nice for texturing this, but I don't have any. And so we will make do with what we do have. By kind of just hitting the highlights. This. Oh, do I have any darker blocks? I don't have the right type of blocks for this, I don't think. There's nothing about it. Those are far too light. Absolutely far too light. Ooh. This block probably went somewhere. I don't know where. Wait, is basalt work? It's even lighter, I would have thought. polished version of it. I want to make too many. No, not really. I mean, it can. I feel like it's such a small scale that the like deeps like kind of. Let's try some deep slate tiles, maybe. Do a few of those. I feel like deep slate bricks would be two. Polish is kind of just the same color. Smooth blackstone actually could be a shout. If I have spare, I don't think I need absolutely every block that's in here. So we could do a little bit of that. Like, I don't think, like, I just filled up that chest for the sake of filling it. What if we want a little bit of, like, even darker contrasting blocks? Does that work? I feel like nothing's ever the right shade with blackstone. How is it almost lighter? I think it works. Not in the way I kind of intended it to, but I think it works. I think we hit the peaks of this with like Cobble Deep Slate. We have the little bit of the gradient going on. Wrong block. Maybe something I have to play around with a little bit more than I expected. The texturing is just interesting. Let me make it day so I can see a little bit more clearly. Yeah, from here, not too bad. I think if this is like this. Yeah, maybe. Try to add. These are almost working as shadows. But I think they are in fact lighter. But I think the smoother still makes it work. Nope to that one. Maybe like here instead. I think the smooth, like behind the waterfall, would kind of make sense. It's been like eroded away. Let me actually just swim up to the waterfall and like mine from the top. Not that. Like this. Okay, then we extend that out a little bit on the sides. A little bit on this side. Nice, fun. I'm very much just jumping around all over the place currently. Now I think we need to bring back in these and start doing a little bit of the like gradienting up towards the top. Could probably do with scaffolding, couldn't I? I guess dirt will work. Go read this book. Okay, yeah. I'm seeing it. I'm gonna just get rid of that so I can bring these back on. Wait, no. These ones in. Okay. This one I'm gonna bring just a lot more of these deep slate tiles in. And further down. So you feel like this is kind of, because of the way it's sticking out, highlighted area. Let me just like tear this down. And I can basically just rebuild it out of the lighter blocks. I did want to jump onto that, but actually, yeah, I think that works. It's a little bit of a gradient. Apart from Blackstone, it's just like so dark. Or like so purple, I guess. It's just a different color entirely. But it's slightly hard to work in. I'm thinking of the possibility of adding in some like basalt to these top bits. Like the tiniest bit. I don't know where my regular basalt went. Oh, it's there. that technically darker? Should I be doing it down? I don't think it matters. Color variation. I do think the regular slightly less than your face. Okay. Let's continue doing a little bit of that. Like down here. General. Okay. It does look better at night. I'm thinking of putting shaders on as well, actually. How do I do that in this? Shader packs. I'm just interested. Ooh, okay. It's very dark over here. Especially with shaders on. Ooh. Was that too much? Shaders might be a little too much for my game. I wanna see it in the light. Just wanna see what we're working with. His face does look so beautiful with shaders. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, no, definitely looks better with shaders on. Gotta say it. Okay. There's so much of this to do. We just need to, like, continue this around here. It's just random, sporadic little bits of texturing that have been done around the corner. Okay. Let's go on top. I actually think this should be like this. Rather than tucked underneath. Okay. And over here we move. And these say tiles. I think it's fine to have a little bit of like black stone that makes it up here. In fact, I think it's kind of needed. Little guy, can you move? Thank you. That looks so cool. I'm really hoping this... I don't think it interferes with any. Like, the stairs are just kind of starting here. So I really doubt this is all out a bit. Hopefully no interactions. Take some deep sight down here. And a little bit on this side. One block there maybe. Pretty. Yes, I'm liking how this is coming together. I'm scared that the shaders have made it like a significant amount better though. I don't think it looks quite as good without, but it's still cool. I don't know, it just feels more cohesive with the shaders. That even makes sense. Let's just continue up here, I think. Now. Really is, and change it to that. No. Oh. Wait, I can go with the waterfall. Oh, does the shaders not have the purple water? I just noticed that. The shaders changes the color of the water. That's so sad. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It looks not quite it. Do this. Tiny section left. I guess that's why I turned the shaders off. Oh no. Oh no, I ruined the waterfall. How did that happen? How did that happen? I think that's about how it was. Okay. Back to the dirt scaffolding. I do think a little bit further down there would be nice. Oh, I can see how the other side happened now. That's that. Yeah, that has changed the flow. It's fine. I honestly think that looks cooler. It doesn't look like how it did before, but. And what's that? What do you say? Tiles. That's not good. I did want to leave this area dark because I feel like it would be. Apart from maybe like this bit. In which case, yeah, we probably need deep slate over there. What were the deep slate tiles made? Let me grab a couple more. Whoop. In fact, if I'm just gonna make the majority of this. I'll keep a couple in case I need them. Super tiles, because I want some. Any 8s? Is that gonna be enough? You know what, I think I can tolerate with this. Blackstone walls is very much something I want, and polished blackstone. Stairs, can these become walls? No. Basically want walls. I think I probably want some slabs. Half a stack of slabs. Grab some stairs. There is a very few little detailing blocks that I have here. Let's make it dig in. I have tiny amounts of little detailing blocks. We'll see if we can make this look good. But let's turn shaders off again. does look a little bit more rough. But this looks so much cooler. Cool. I'm gonna put a little patch of the smooth. Like sandstone. Yeah. Along with some bricks. There as well. Get of how little of this I have. In fact, we can add some of this just to kind of bridge the gap. And then we'll put some bricks. And those are used for the rest of this. Sick. I think that is, yeah, about how I want it. I do think this should not be dirt. I know, flooding the base and probably getting rid of torches and making it so mobs can spawn. But that's fine. I'm just gonna do that for now. This being all like grassed over. Whoa. Shiny Squirrel. It's over here somewhere. Why is there a single piece of... Okay. Come here. I hear you. It's up there, isn't it? Wait, no. That's the Pidgey. I still think it's up. No! Get out of the trees. It's apparently like right here. Which... Is that it? That's it. That's it. Come here. Hey, first try. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, for the, like, detailing work. I only have so many of these. So, they're gonna be sparingly. I have three. That is all I have. It will have to do. If we add a little bit of like the black stone wall. Another shiny Squirtle. A second for me. May as well. Training material. Very easy to catch. Yeah. thinking? It's a couple of these. Deep say tile walls could go hard as well. Okay, sick. Make this feel a bit more dramatic. I do think the tile being on the top does work. Kind of goes against the gradient, but I did that. Kind of pull the same thing into there. Oop. Guess we'll like how of that. I do think walls are gonna be a necessity in this. Oop. Something like that. The little standalone little rock. Details like this that just add so much. The tiniest little like extra bits of depth really bring it all together. I'm just adding the occasional thing, it's just like a little around. I make this feel a little bit more like this goes directly into the ground. This was not what I was intending to be doing today, but it's what happened. And I'm not mad about it, honestly. It looks really cool. Let's go up. More little ones. Little things like this. And I also do have stairs and slabs. which can definitely go in here to add a little bit more variation. In fact, no. That. I need torches around here, unfortunately. Probably need a way of hiding torches. Maybe some purple carpets. Okay. Let's go back around here. Little rock down here. I actually think that's so much. Just little rocks. I actually don't think the stairs and stuff's can add too much to this the actual rock face. But as surrounding elements, absolutely hell yeah. I do think that there's gonna have to be more torches. Okay, I think I would call this complete. I think this has the shape and texture now. Oh, beautiful. I wonder if I could add some sort of light source behind this waterfall. I think that would be really fun. Let me see if I have extra frog lights. I think I do. I don't know how frog lights are very light. I have no idea if they will look like too much. Yes, 10 spare plated frog lights. Let's see if I can put these. What does this look like now? That's sick. I do feel like the rest of the terraforming now is gonna feel a little lacking if I just shove slope down hill. But I don't think I have the capacity to do terraforming like this all the way around. Let's see. One in here, maybe? Up here. Do that. I mean, yeah. Maybe just at the base. Where they're being obscured by the bubbles anyway. It is a bit much. It suddenly becomes a bit much. Which is really sad, because I think the glowy aspect of it. It's a really interesting concept. What if I place the tiniest hint? That works. Let me shove this one back as well. Oh my god. Sprayed by the waterfall. These, these don't break past with picks, so they use their axes? No. They just slow. I guess it's just the water, isn't it? I can't even see where this block broken. Yeah. There we go. And then we... Oop. Do that. Yeah, there we go. It's like glowing, but it's less obvious, the source. Sick. I'm now intrigued. But I'm gonna stop this recording here for now. I'm now intrigued if I go into shaders and apply. Oh, because it's not purple water, it doesn't look cool at all. I mean, I guess that has some interest in shader because it's a lot more obvious. I kind of want this guy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, he just kind of vibes-wise sick. That adds some interest. That little bit of glow when the shaders are on and the fancy stuff doesn't work. Come on. I'll leave them on. I'm gonna make a day. Take some photos of it with and without. There's so many things in this place. So many things. So many chests lying around. I could probably move the gym badges to my gym. But then they are just kind of there for the taking, so maybe not. Yeah. In fact, before I turn the shaders off, one more POV. With the trees across the top. Side. Yeah. And now, we just disable. One, because they make me lag, and two, to get screenshots of this without it. The spam. I've just noticed the fact that that tree is floating. I'm not gonna do anything about it for now. No, I am. I in fact am. Oh, is there multiple? Who's done this? There was no way this was me, right? I wouldn't have. There's no way I would have just done that. The 2 trees. Nah. He's me off. Okay. Sick. I guess we continue from like here. Oh, that tree is also coming down. But there's a couple of them that are like far too close for comfort. These leaves. Let's come down to oh, wrong button. Down here. Oh, I can't break blocks or on them anymore. Oop. I'm saving that one. Come here. I think this one will need to go to. I mean, they'll just be replanted up, like in the corner, but that wasn't that. Is that pink sheep? Which one was I saying was too close? Is it this one? I think it's this one. It sounds a whole lot like the Great British Bake Off intro theme. I love that that's where my brain went. It is a pink sheep. Damn. Found a shiny Pokemon, guys. New shiny unlocked. Pink sheep. I'm just showing all my junk in here. Very much need dirt now. Let's go. Thank you, bunny. Too straight of an edge. Lord knows. I have a feeling this will get like adjusted 1,000 times over. But Um, I'm also gonna go and shove torches like very directly under all of this. Yep. Way too dark down here. This is crazy. We do have a big space if we want to put something down here, I guess. Oh no, another pig sheep. We get trapped under here forever. I feel like I may as well like flatten this, given it's, you know, here already. Connect it up. Stack of dirt doesn't go a long way, does it? I think it would be like easier to tell whether this actually looks nice when the like grass is grown. Because currently, like I can see the line in which I was building from. Which always makes it difficult when you're trying to make things smooth. Or trying to judge if things actually look smooth. Here we go. This is the edge of this like natural bit. This is in fact gonna have to be a lot more out. Because it gets steeper. Okay. Let's try this. Maybe we're running along with torches every now and then so that I remember to light it up. Otherwise we're gonna have mob issues. Over here either. Every mistake placement I make, I'm just gonna work in because it adds kind of a more natural feel to it. Like kind of the randomness. almost got this side done. This is the only like full side. Because we only did part of that bit. Doesn't take too long. We will definitely finish the terraforming today. Let's just... This is gonna be like... It's gonna be like a beachfront. Okay, we're not gonna finish the terraforming today because this... I don't know whether we like... gradient this down or we... I'm thinking we extend this like platform out and we like follow around the natural terrain that was here, and we make this like the same cliff edge that's at the back, but here this is the back, that's at the front. I think that could be really nice. So I think if we just like do the landscaping for this bit and over there, and then we can leave the back. Back is later us issue. Says every Minecraft builder ever. The back is not a now issue. It will be figured out. It will happen at some point, that's for sure. I have to make this the 40 square now. It's harder when it gets steeper. Okay. I think I'll leave that there. And then, like, the cliff edge. Like, this is getting steep enough that this would be part of the, like, cliff. So I'm gonna leave that there. That is how that's gonna work. Does this look... Still looks like a rather square, but I think it'll be when the, like, thing is grown over. We just... bring this out a bit. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. I think this is something that will very much become we can just kind of whittle away at random bits of terraforming every now and then when needed. It's one of those tasks. I have so many just random flowers in my inventory. I don't need the flowers. Keep the saplings though. Luna! Thank you for the raids! Hello. How are you? Thank you for the follow, Nerdy Gay Boy. My sound alerts are not working. I'm sure you can hear them. I thought it was an issue where it just needed OBS to restart, but apparently not. How is stream? How are you doing? Let me get a shout out for you. There we go. We are on Catchem SMP today, and I'm doing a bit of terraforming. I've been building a cliff edge. I'm not currently, but I have done this little bit over here. Gaffer playing supposed to be weekly volcano block. Hell yeah. But I've been doing a bit of cliff edge terraforming around here. There's a little waterfall, and I'm just kind of flattening the rest out and making a little hill We're yapping about books and languages for like an hour. That is so fair. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I'm just trying to make this a little bit more of a cohesive. Yes, just a bit more cohesive than the flat floating block of dirt that is currently here. No rain, if I'm hunger. No worries, then I go get some food. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the raid again. Okay. It's crazy terraining and just trying to get it to look like basic default Minecraft terrain. Because I'm so used to all the terraining I do be like very custom. Kind of things like that I'm used to with MCU projects. But the just like try and just make it look like it blends into the rest of the world. Not my forte. Not my forte. I think we're getting there. Let's bring this in a bit. This side is also hella steep. I don't really want to put the cliffs on every side, because I feel like it would be a bit much. Just a box of cliff edges. But I do think the back works. The seafront. But I'm gonna leave that. We've done enough of that for today. I think we just do this kind of thing on this side as well. Can I round this corner? I've forgotten how big this build is. I know it's big. I know it's quite something. I can't remember how much space I left around the edges. It wasn't a lot, I don't think. I think it's enough for me to just be able to do that. Nope. Well, we're just placing blocks literally everywhere, but the actual positions I want the blocks. I might allow this to be a little steeper. In reality, I'd want it gradual, but that's gonna be both a lot of dirt and a lot of my time. And, something I can possibly go and do in the future. I'm just gonna, like, do it with however much dirt I have. The stream ends when I run out of dirt. I'm recording it, yeah. Sick. Let's see. Let's create like a random top terrain. A little bit more not a straight line. And then we like choose a line at the bottom, and then we can figure out how to connect them up. I think that'll work best. What happened to the music? Hello, music. Ah. I'll do this a little bit for now. I say little. This is a very big bit. In fact, a lot of bits. Put this down. Boop. Let's put that grew instantly. Let's put a line here. Okay, this is gonna grow over with grass. If I can somehow connect this up, I think that would be fun. That just adds just a little bit of, ow, more variety. Sure. I mean, it's definitely not all gonna slope that much, but we just basically try and connect these two sections together. And just see what happens from there. God, I'm gonna run out there before I can even finish, like, this section. It's almost like a little, like, line that's gonna be created in the land. Okay, we're getting there. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, and that will be fine when it crosses over. The fact that this is like a normal Minecraft. Yeah. The dirt is running out very swiftly, in fact. the most random terraforming ever. I have a stack of dirt left. Let's try and make this feel a little bit more connected. I'm tempted to push this back a little bit. That's all I can really do. That's all the dirt I have. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's a little bit more in there. Should I do that? There's a rinse all of my dirt. Nice. We're aiming towards the problematic trees. Which is probably a good place to call it anyway. Yeah. I'd say that is connected up. We cannot afford to go like in anymore. Seriously. Stop putting it in, but... Damn it. Okay. I'd say that's good progress for today. We did this little cliff edge around here. We smoothed out the land all along here, which is looking really nice now that the grass is growing over it. And it does look a little wonky in some places. I think I just need to like bring it out more here. But I can do that. We're leaving the back as a later project. And I think this bit is probably the best bit of like natural Minecraft terraforming. I don't think that quite hits the spot. I think once this is grown over, this will look quite nice. And then we just need to continue this along, getting rid of these trees. And like to the edge. Then I guess I'm hoping I can cut this corner off and we just follow the natural terrain along. But that is a very later us project. The next thing that we need to do is, like, after getting just a little bit more of this terraining in, is the build itself. But I think from the front and from, like, the angle that you would walk into the gym, like, this is looking good. It's looking connected. It's not a floating block. We ignore the back. We hope nobody flies in from this direction ever. There is literally trees underneath my mouth. Okay. Looking good. I'm liking these trees. I'm glad those have stayed. I think I'm gonna get rid of my little or move them at least. But yeah, I'm gonna put trees all around this once it's done. So hopefully that will help hide some of the uglier bits of the terrain. Okay, where is my character? It's all the way over here. Let's go. I'm gonna lock on my base for safety and security. Oh. Huh. Were those always floating? I don't think that was always like that. I don't think. Maybe it was. Maybe I just didn't notice. It's possible. It is possible. It feels unlikely. I don't know. It looks more complete now anyway. Okay. Let me go and log off. That is it. I am done for today. Yippee! the, the little stinger didn't work. Or it didn't work fast enough anyway. Okay. Let's go. Go raid. Who we raiding? Anyone live? Kate's live. Let's raid Kate. He's playing No Man's Land, which seems like a really cool recipe. Just realized how... Should that be one brighter? Am I just insanely pink today? Lord knows. It's too bright. Whoa, I dodged my camera. Come back. Come back. Okay. Let's get ready. I will see you on Thursday for probably more Catch 'em